Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome to a new season with my Bath City Lower League Management save in Football Manager 2014. Hopefully it can be a start of a successful season, and I feel as though my transfers this season were better. If I go compared to previous seasons, you can see, if you look back and compare the signings, I'll show you them now. Jake Thompson, he's left now. Was a bit of a failure signing. I signed him for backup pretty much to play in multiple positions, and he didn't play heaps. Alan Ryder, who's now left the team, who I'll talk about in a second. He's now at Dundee United, a big move to them. But yeah, he was a decent impact, but he was one of those younger players. But you got to think about it. Was his season good? It was just okay. He got 5 goals, 5 assists, 6.85 rating. Is nothing special in the whole scheme of things. And then Kira Gilbert, you know what happened with him. George Byers, who is still at the team. He's still a young prospect, and I'll be looking for him to step up. He's currently got an injury for just over a month, so yeah, he's going to miss out on the preseason, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't hamper his development too much. Brian Dutton, who, yeah, I actually said I was going to let him go, but still looking at his attributes, I think he's a good player, and I think he still can be an important player for us because he can play centre-back and central midfield. I still think if he can have a good season, he'll play consistently, but he did that last season. He played consistently 41 games, so hopefully he can play his role for the team, because I know he can. He's got leadership. Like, if I found him again, or just like a player with these similar attributes, I would sign him. So yeah, it's hard to say. And then Jacob Cleaver was let go, but again, striker, I'll be talking about that position very, very soon. But then we'll move on to this season, what has happened. And I'll focus on the players out. Alan Ryder, just talked about 100k sold to Dundee United. When we signed him for free, I just talked about him just before, what he did in the season. I feel as though that's good profit. We signed a player for free, and one season later, we sold him for 100,000. 100k, it's not too bad. Of course, he was going to be a good player in the future, but he probably wouldn't have reached his potential. And I had a good little talk. You know how you can speak with the player before he leaves? I said he'll be welcome back anytime, and he said he's glad with that. So he left on a positive note as well. Well, I'm not in his favourite personnel or anything, but still, we left on good terms. He wasn't mean to me or anything like that, so that's a good sign. And he moves on to a better team, at least, a more professional team where he can develop, showcase his abilities, and he probably won't join us again unless we develop into a really good team sometime in the future, but who knows? Anything can happen. Then Aaron Brown is one we've let go on a free transfer. A left back aging is only going to go down from here. He did okay for us, but of course, we haven't got promoted, so we need to change things up. Jake Thompson, talked about him. He's gone. Mark Priest as well, the centre-back. I didn't really like him so much because of his pace. I really don't like players at low pace, and I brought in some other players. And then Jacob Cleaver, like I talk about him. I still yet to get a replacement for him, but again, I'll talk about that. But having 5 finishing and only 3 composure, it's not the best for a striker. It won't be reliable. It's not reliable enough. Now we'll talk about the transfers we brought in. Calvin Bosman. You may have seen him around. I talked about him a few times. He can play on both wings and striker as well. That's something else important. If you take a more in-depth look to his attributes, well, I'll show you Scout Report, or Coach Report, first. He has 5-star potential to be good Skrill Premier play, which is, of course, 1 league above the league we want to try and get promoted to. He's got 13 pace, 12 acceleration, but it's not a standout attribute. But if you look at it, 10 strength. 10th strength is not too bad for a winger at this level. He's got the 11 flair, aggression, just adds to that strength as well. So he's pacey and he's aggressive. Yeah, he's a strong type of player, which is really good. You can see that from his weight as well compared to his height. And he's got decent technical attributes. He's got the 8 crossing, 6 dribbling's not the best in the world. But yeah, he's a physical player. He's a bit strong and he's got that pace and he's got flair. That's what he's going to be about. Decent technique as well, 8. Maybe he can score some goals. We'll see how he plays in game. Of course, he's played for Cambridge in Skrill North before, so he's played at this level. Well, not a lot, but he's had a little bit of experience, and he came through the Reading Academy. He's a bit of one of those unique players. He's Ghanaian, so he's a bit of just one of those. I like African players. I like those pacey African players that have got the skill, but they have a bit of strength as well. That's all about his game, and like him. Then next up, we've got a very experienced. People say I need experience. Well, here it is. Paul Wooten, and I got him signed also as a under 21s manager. We didn't have one of those, so I signed him up there, and he's got some decent stats on him for a young coach or manager, whatever you want to call it. But he's got great attributes. Look at those mental attributes. He can play centre-back. Well, yeah, he's a natural centre-back, but can play defensive midfield. So that's exactly what we need. What am I working on him with in the training? Quickness, because of course he's really slow. I'm not sure if that will improve or not, but yeah, of course, like I said, but I let the other guy with the low pace go. That's not the reason I got Watton, though. It's just because he's a really experienced player and he's got great mental attributes. He's got teamwork, leadership, and determination, really important. So he'll be an important player also as the under-21s manager as well. We'll see what kind of roles we'll put for him. And then another experienced 35-year-old George O'Callaghan, who played previously for Dulwich Hamlets. Unfortunately, they're not. They're in no competitive league, but still, he had a good first season. Then he dropped off in last season, so they let him go, and we signed him up. But I think he can be a good player. He's got great attributes. Look at those great attributes. He can take the penalties 15, mentally decent, and he's got natural fitness 14, which is really important to keep himself fit, even though stamina is only 5. But we'll see how he goes. He's got that 11 finishing. You can see all these high attributes technically, which is really, really good as he can come in that attacking midfield position. You know, with letting go Alan Ryder, we needed another player to come through there, so he's one. And then Teddy Ngoy. This is the kind of other centre-back replacement, and I wanted to search for a strong player. That's why I actually specifically searched for, in the player search for free transfers, I searched for a player that had good strength or good physical attributes, and I highlighted strength as the main attribute. And I'll talk about that more in a second, how I find players. But yeah, good player for School Southsides. And yeah, I'm hoping for him to be that kind of player for us. And in training, I'm working on his tackling because it's only 9. And yeah, so he's going to be a strong player. And he's not too slow as well. Like 8 pace is not too bad for this level. It seems that's like the average. So yeah, he's decent. He runs with the ball often, so he could get forward and that kind of stuff. And then Ryan Watts. You know how we let go one older left back, and he's the next... He's going to be the similar type, but he's a pacey left back. He's going to get forward and hopefully make a difficult time for the opposition defense because he's got 9 dribbling as well. So he does get forward. He's got tackling is decent, 8 flair. So he can get forward. He'll be a fullback to get forward. He can play left wing as well if we need. But yeah, probably not because we play inside forward. Not really his preferred role. He's just be that left back position, and he'll be really good. And he can play centre back if needed, but probably, yeah, I probably wouldn't want him to play there. So those are all my signings I made, and I really like the signings. I firmly believe they were better than last season's signings, and our team as a whole is better, especially with our younger players improving, like Tom Tolley, Bradley Hindmarch, who's coming through this season. He came through the intake this season. Probably, I don't think he's as good as Tolley, but who knows what he can do if he develops. Lamar Powell will be staying now, because he's still on the non-contract, so I feel as though we might as well keep him. Like, I don't see the point of letting him go if he's not paying him any wages. So that's pretty much it in terms of reviewing my club. And the thing is, I still have 240 available wage. I'm still in the red, but of course, hopefully we'll be able to go on a cup run now. I believe we have the strongest team we have so far in this save. But what was I going to do? I was going to search for a striker, wasn't I? And then if I go to finishing, this guy, Lewis Putman, he's not at a club. He's got 17 finishing and 16 composure. I'm not sure if anyone follows the lower leagues in real life, these leagues, the non-competitive leagues, or semi-professional, whatever you want to call it. If you know this guy, if he's a good striker, if he always finishes or something, but he seems good. Look at this season there for the Oxy Jets. 52 goals in 40 appearances. Wow, that is good. No wonder he has high finishing in the game. But last season in the Skrill South, so in the same league we are, he scored 16 goals. Bishop Stortford, where are they now? Did they get promoted? Yeah, they're a team that got promoted. And they let him go. He could be a crucial signing, I reckon. He got assist as well. He has potential to grow, apparently. So, yeah, let's go approach the sign. I have to sign this guy up who wants 350. I don't care if I'm going to be in the red. He's going to bang in the goals. Top goal scorer. Let's just offer him some money. What can we afford? If I drop it down to like 200, And I'll put him as the top goal scorer, which he could get. Unused sub, put at 50. I always will use him. Get it down to 300. Or maybe 250. Okay, it'll be hard. 275. It's going to be hard to get that, is it? Maybe put up a more goal bonus, but he's going to score heaps. Okay, nah, I have to give him what he wants. There you go. Yeah, 300 per week. We're going to put us in the red, but hopefully we'll be able to fix that by him helping us go on cup runs with that kind of finishing. Look, 52 goals in 40 games. So, well, they're not in the school south, but still, to get that much goal, but that's in real life as well. You can't really talk about that, I guess. But last season, in this league, he scored 16 times. So, yeah, he's going to be a crucial goal scorer for us. And, yeah, it's going to put us in the red, but you have to do these kind of things. But that's pretty much it on reviewing my team. How long has this video gone? Yeah, 11 minutes. This was just meant to be a review, and I'll just play through the rest of the friendlies. And also, we started pretty good. They were pretty well. And Leyton Orient, we picked up a win against them. And where are they? In League 1. So that's a decent win there. We've got a couple more friendlies, but like I said, I'll start it at the start of the league season, and hopefully we'll be able to push for promotion. Do you think we can win promotion with this squad? And also Addlesbury, I was able to offer him a new contract. He didn't end up leaving, which is fantastic. He was actually voted as the fans player of the year as well, so that's another reason good for him to stay. The fans like him, and he's been a fantastic servant to the club, at least at my reign as the manager. And also I was able to sign a new contract. Where are we? Yeah, to 2018 now. So I was able to extend that a little bit more after the end of the season. So yeah, leave your thoughts. Do you think we can get promoted? And I want to see what's my expectations as well. Yeah, still around that mid-table media prediction. But if you go to confidence, what do the board expect? Let's go to School South. Again, it's a respectable league position. But I want to try and get promoted. Like, people expect me to. People always tell me you should get promoted, or at least want me to get promoted. But yeah, leave your thoughts on the squad this season. I still have a lot of young players in there, young goalkeepers, but yeah, Jermaine Churchill is going to keep developing. Yeah, you can see he's developing a little bit so far. It's only pre-season, but he's got 3 clean sheets. That's all I can ask from him. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. The start of the season is not too far away. Leave your thoughts on the signings, all the signings I made, and I will see you guys next time.